This is the Jeff Kies Auto Sports Desk.
Welcome back and welcome into the Jeff Kies Auto Sports Desk. The Cornell men's hockey team is one way away from its 13th ECAC Championship and its first in 14 years. The 14th ranked in the nation Big Red faced off Saturday in Lake Placid against St. Lawrence, with the winners hoisting the White Law Cup. We head once again to Lake Placid and the Herbrooks Arena. Pick up the game in the first period. Cornell putting the pressure on in the offensive zone. Jonathan Constagnia puts it at home for the early 1-0 Big Red lead. Second period now, Cornell again in the Saints zone. Scrum in front of the goalie. Constagnia again with the score. His second of the game for the freshman. Cornell up 2-0. Move to the third. They say the most dangerous lead in hockey is a 2-goal one, and St. Lawrence looking to cut into the lead, cut it in half. Cameron Buell with the wicked wrista. Saints down 2-1. That would be as close as they would get, though. Cornell's Jack O'Leary hustling here to prevent the icing call. He finds the empty net. Cornell, your 2024 ECAC champions. They win 3-1 over St. Lawrence. Big Red punching their ticket to the NCAA Championships. Ian Shane, 31 saves on the night, and freshman Jonathan Constagnia, tournament's most outstanding player. Big Red hockey not the only ones hoping for some hardware this Saturday. Defending 133-pound national champion Vito Arujau is looking to go back-to-back as the NCAA's national champ. The senior hit the mat Saturday night, matching up with top-seeded Dayton Fix out of Oklahoma State. Arujau took down Fix last year in the semis on his way to his first national championship. The two meeting this year in the championship round. The match highly contested throughout. Multiple coaches' challenges, multiple official reviews being called, several times the match needing to be stopped for blood as well, as Fix suffered from a cut above his right eye before most of the match. Arujau scored a takedown that was reversed on one of those coaches' challenges. The Cornell senior responded with a clean takedown moments later to secure the 3 points. Arujau wins the match 5-3, scoring on a takedown, an escape, and riding time. He goes back-to-back as national champion at 133 pounds. He's the 6th wrestler in Cornell history to win multiple national championships. Two other Big Red wrestlers remained in competition on day 3 of those championships. Freshman 57-pounder Meyer Shapiro made the medal stand, finishing 3rd in his weight class. Shapiro picked up the win, defeating Daniel Cardenas out of Stanford, avenging his 2 losses this season to Cardenas, including on Friday in this year's quarterfinals. Now, a different Cardenas, the senior Jacob, finished 4th for Cornell in the 197-pound division. Cardenas falling 9-4 in the consolation bracket finals. The senior scoring 4 times on escapes, with Oklahoma's Stephen Buchanan registering 2 takedowns and a reversal for the win. The Bearcats and Riverhawks braved the winter weather Saturday afternoon. Binghamton 7-1 all-time against UMass Lowell, including 5-1 at the Bearcat Sports Complex. The ladies looked to make it 6-1 at home on the snowy Vestal turf. As the snow comes down at the Sports Complex, UMass Bearcats facing off early on. Junior attacker Olivia Miscolino netting one of her goals to give the Bearcats the lead, but UMass Lowell responds. Grace Linden gets the feed inside and scores, and the Riverhawks kept it coming, moving the ball this time. Macy Smith with the goal. Riverhawks up 7-3 at this point, but the Bearcats would claw back. Sophomore Carla Kurth cuts into the lead for Binghamton, and then Kristen Scheidel, the senior captain midfielder, she sneaks one past the goalies. Bearcats on a 9-0 run at this point. Madison Murphy here, she had 4 goals on the day, and Binghamton claws back to get the 14-9 win at home. Binghamton's men's lacrosse in Newark on the road this weekend. Bearcats taking on NJIT. Pick it up here in the second, tied at 6, when junior captain Matthew Keegan launches a rocket into the back of the net. Bearcats go up by 1. Third quarter now tied again, this time at 9. Keegan again unassisted. It would be a big day for the attackmen. Binghamton up 3 now when Keegan taking advantage of the short stick matchup behind the cage. Keegan with his 5th goal in the game, and then some pretty passing here as 4 Bearcats touch the rock before Andrew Girolamo puts it home. Keegan, 9 points on the day, 5 goals, 4 assists, and a 17-12 Binghamton win on the road. We move over to the Ivy League. Number 12, Cornell taking on number 8, Yale. Senior attacker CJ Kurse with 4 goals and 4 assists as Big Red holds off a late Bulldog rally for the 18-15 win. Cornell women on the road at number 18, Princeton. That game tied at 10 going into the 4th quarter, but the Tigers scored 2 of the final 3 goals in the frame to pull out the 13-12 victory. Red Dragons also in action this Saturday. The men taking on Geneseo. Cortland gets the win. Travis Wagner with a dozen saves in net as Cortland picks up the 13-6 win. 10 Red Dragons with a goal for the women's team. Rachel Janis leading all of them with 8 points on 2 goals and 6 assists. Cortland wins big 20-3 over Fredonia. And the Binghamton Black Bears locked up the Empire Division Friday night with a win at home against Watertown. The Black Bears are celebrating Saturday with a trip to the North Country to face off for the second of 3 games with the Wolves this weekend. The first on Friday here in the Southern Tier, Saturday and Sunday up in Watertown. Watertown with 2 goals in the second period, breaking a 1-1 tie. Blake Tatsto scoring a goal for the Black Bears from a Connor Smith assist on a power play. Tatsto scored again in the 3rd for his 2nd goal in the night, also on a power play. Connor McAnamey with 26 saves on Saturday, but not enough, as the Wolves would add 1 more and as an empty netter, and Watertown gets the win 3-2. That is it for us at the Jeff Kies Auto Sports Desk. We are back tomorrow with more action for you, but until then, back to you guys at the desk.